Hello everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. In today's practice, we tend to our precious necks. So this practice is really fantastic for counteracting the effects of looking down at our phones, of being on the computer, and also for driving lengthy distances. All right, let's get started. Okay friends, come and join me in a comfortable seat on your mat. Feel free to sit up on a blanket, a pillow, or even a yoga block, just to create a little bit more space in our body and to help us sit up a little bit taller. Let's rock our pelvis forward, loop our shoulders, and tuck in our chin slightly, creating length in our back body. So this just allows the energy to travel a little bit more freely from the tip of our tailbone all the way on up to the base of our skull. Now, when we are looking down at our phones or texting, we enter this forward head position, our chin pokes out, our shoulders begin to round, and we're rounding through our back body. So, by focusing in on our alignment, on our posture, we are counteracting the effects of that. Plus, since the head weighs on average 11 pounds, whew, yikes, that is a lot of strain that we can put on our neck muscles as well as our back body. So that is just something to keep in mind. Let's breathe on in together and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, we are going to start off with some gentle neck movement. So drawing some slow circles with your nose. Working out any kinks or stiffness in our neck. That may be due to texting or like looking down at our phones, or it could even be due to sitting at a computer or watching TV for long periods of time. And then reverse that circle. So a little movement goes a long way. That's just how I feel about that. All right, and then bring your head back over your heart space. Let's nod our head yes. So chin goes on up towards the sky, look on up, and then chin towards your chest, look down. Up, down, up, and down. Wonderful. Now let's shake our head no. So looking past our right shoulder, then our left, right, left, right, and left. Wonderful. Our head comes back over our heart space. Take your two fingers, so your index finger as well as the middle finger, and place them on your chin. Now just gently guide your head back in space. So we are encouraging our head to do a little bit of a chin tuck here. So this helps create some length in the back of our neck. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, relax. Do that one more time. So whenever you're ready. So another thing is that this really helps align the ears with our shoulders too when we place our fingers on our chin, to kind of act as a feedback tool. All right, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, relax that. You can let that go. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder and then place your left fingertips on the earth. Feel free to stay here, or if you would like, you can spider crawl your fingers away from your body, getting a little bit of a deeper stretch in the side of our neck. If you would like, you can also place your right hand on your head. So it's just resting there very gently. We're not pushing or pulling or forcing anything here. All right, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right. Now let's roll our chin towards our right armpit chest. So we're looking down on the right side of our mat. It's kind of like we're smelling our armpit here. So hopefully it smells good. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, now let's roll our chin on up towards the sky, looking towards the left side now. It's a bit of a different stretch. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, release that, and let's just do the exact same dance on the other side. Left ear towards our left shoulder, placing the right fingertips now on the earth. You can walk those fingers a little bit further away from your body. You can place your left hand on your head, nice and gently. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, now roll your chin towards your left armpit, chest looking towards the left side or down at your mat. So this stretch feels really great for me. I was in a car accident a little over a year ago. I got rear-ended at a red light of all places. So the right side of my body got a little messed up from that accident. So this stretch feels really nice for me. And I hope it does for you too. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Great. Now let's roll our chin on up towards the sky, looking on up towards the right side now. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in and out. All right, release that. So I really hope that the neck is feeling a little bit better. And now we're going to focus in on our shoulders as well as our back body, because after all, it is all connected. And believe it or not, some of the discomfort or pain that we experience in our neck could actually be due to our back body, including our traps. All right, so with that being said, let's draw our shoulders up towards our ears, back, and then down. 3 more times. Up, back, down, up, back, down, up, back, and down. Wonderful. Bring your arms out. We're going to make a W with our arms, so we are bending at our elbows, and then draw your hands back in space to get a nice opening in our chest. On our breath in, we send our hands up and towards the sky, making a Y shape, and then on the exhale, we bend at the elbows, coming back to the W. Breathe in, finding your Y. Breathe out to make our W. 2 more times. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Great. You can release your hands to the earth. Place the soles of your feet on your mat, knees point on up towards the sky. Swim your hands back and behind you, placing your fingertips so that way they're facing away from your body, and placing your full palm onto the earth. Loop your shoulders, drawing your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. So as I have said in some of my other practices, you can imagine that you are lounging on a beach. So you are sitting in some sand, you're soaking up some sun. So maybe that visual helps you here. And if you are looking for a bit of a deeper stretch, feel free to scoot your bum a little bit closer towards your heels. And you can actually just leave your hands exactly where they are. So we're getting a bit of a deeper opening in our chest. I personally like to come to this stretch when I have been texting or on my phone a lot, or if I have been at the computer a lot. This can really counteract that rounding that takes place in our shoulders. All right, let's breathe on in together and out. Breathe in and out. All right, walking your hands in, coming to a cross-legged seat, and then let's make our way to all fours. So just take your time getting there. I'm definitely gonna have to walk myself back. Back it up. All right. So let's make our way into tabletop position. Stacking our wrists under the shoulders, knees go underneath the hip points, pressing your fingertips into the earth, pressing the tops of your feet into the earth, rocking that pelvis forward, and looking down between your hands. So even in tabletop, we are looking at our alignment, just as we did in that seated posture. So that way we can really allow the energy to move a little bit more freely through our body. Again, running from the tip of our tailbone all the way on up to the base of our skull. All right, on our next breath in, let's reach our tailbone up towards the sky, drop in the belly, opening on up through our chest as you look forward. And then exhale, starting with the tailbone, tucking it under, rounding through the back body, chin towards the chest. Breathe in, drop in that belly, opening on up, finding your cow pose. And then exhale to round through, finding cat. Really pressing out of your foundation so that way you can get a nice juicy stretch in your upper back body. Breathe in, cow pose. Exhale to cat. Breathe in to come back to a neutral spine tabletop position. So I definitely recommend spinal hygiene every single day, and cat-cows are definitely a good one for that because it is nice and gentle and it integrates the whole spine, including our neck. So it's definitely a good one. All right, now let's just take some circular motions with our torso. So imagining that our torso is a jump rope. So when we breathe in, we're kind of dropping that belly, kind of like when we were in cow, and then exhale, rounding on through to cat. All right, you take it away. Marry the breath to the action. And then you can reverse that circle. And then when you feel happy with that, find some stillness. Let's send our right foot back, followed by the left, coming into a plank pose, pressing out of our foundation, really activating the muscles of the core. After all, it is all connected. Our core muscles stabilize our entire body. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on the 1, find your downward facing dog. Feel free to walk your hands to the long edges of your mat, just in case you are looking for a little bit more space today. Feel free to keep a nice bend in those knees to help straighten through the back body. You can pedal out your feet, so dropping one heel towards the earth at a time. And I'm actually practicing or doing this flow first thing in the morning, so I can definitely feel the backs of my legs are a little bit tight. So my heels are lifted, and that is perfectly okay. All right, and then we eventually find some stillness. Let's breathe in together, and then empty it out through the mouth. Great. Join me in a very slow walk to the top of your mat. Nice and slow. Let's meet in a forward fold, bending those knees to help protect our low back body. You can grab opposite elbows here and find a swaying action from side to side. Just allowing your neck and your shoulders to just kind of relax and hang loose. Encouraging the neck muscles to relax and soften here. I love to come to inversions when I have been on my phone for a period of time, even on the computer. Just allows the blood to flow in the opposite direction. All right, and then we eventually find some stillness. On our next breath in, let's send our hands up and towards the sky. Palms come together up and overhead, and then hands to heart in prayer position. Maybe just take a moment to close your eyes, reconnect with your breath. Perhaps you also just take a moment to notice how you feel, how your neck feels, how the back body feels. And maybe you even consider some ways in which you can lift and lengthen here. How can we grow a little bit taller in our mountain pose? Breathe in and out. On our next breath in, let's send our hands up and towards the sky, and then on the exhale, floating it on down, allowing your fingertips to rest on the earth. All right, plant your palms and then step it on back into a plank. Once again, we're pressing out of our foundation, all that is touching the earth, activating the core muscles, looking down directly between our hands. You got this. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down and then make your way to a seated position on your mat. All right. And then once you are there, take any kind of movement that may feel really nice and yummy for you in the present moment. So maybe that's like a little swaying action. That could be taking some neck circles once again. Could be looping the shoulders a few times. All right, and then once you feel happy, come back to stillness. Let's find ways to lift and lengthen here. Rocking that pelvis forward, loop your shoulders, tuck in your chin slightly. Perhaps you place your hands at your sides to really help you sit up a little bit taller and to open on up through the chest. Let's all breathe in together and out. All right, my darling friends, well, I really hope that you found today's practice useful and that the neck and the back also are feeling nice and happy. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Yoga with Rachel and also ring that notification bell so that way you and I can stay connected. Take good care, my friends, and namaste.